You can get there from here, though there's no going home. Everywhere you go will be somewhere you've never been. Try this. Head south on Mississippi 49, 1 by 1, mile markers ticking off another minute of your life. Follow this to its natural conclusion. Random blank pages. On the dock where you board the boat for Ship Island, someone will take your picture. The photograph, who you were, will be waiting when you return. My father had begun telling me at an early age that I had to be a writer because of the very nature of my experience, that I had something important to say. The image that drives me is always the visual image. I often write about photographs. The next thing I must do is to imagine it as if it were a still in a reel of film, and then the reel starts moving and the photograph is animated. That's sort of a good analogy for me about how I write. I write to claim my native land even as it has forsaken me, rendered me an outsider. I write so as not to be a foreigner in my homeland. I write from a place of psychological exile. I take up the burden of history. I am guided by King's words. No lie can live forever. We are drawn to consider collective responsibility to our shared history, an ethical vision of our duty as human beings to bear witness as the poet does. It should go without saying how crucial the motivation of aesthetic enthusiasm is to all these poets, the heft of certain words on the tongue, the lyricism and rhythm of syntax, and the vividness of imagery and figurative language that can make the mind leap. These poems have a message. In them, the enduring rhythms of poetry give voice to the spaces that silence has inhabited and oblivion has ruled. Social justice may not be the aim when poets sit down to write, but it can be an outcome. I know which of my motivations deserves to be followed.